First question, for an N-channel JFET, IDSS is equal to 8.7 milliamps, VP is equal to minus 3 volt, VGS is equal to minus 1 volt. Find the values of ID. And for JFET, the ID current formula here is ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP the whole square, and this is a formula for finding ID in JFET. And we know the IDSS value, that is 8.7 milliamps, and VGS value is minus 1 and VP value is minus 3 the whole square, that is equal to 8.7 into 10 to the power minus 3, 1 minus 1 by 3 the whole square. So solving this, we will get the value of 3.87 milliamps. So here the answer is B, 3.87 milliamps. Next question, the pinch off voltage of a JFET is 5 volt. Its cutoff voltage is, and pinch off voltage, that is known as cutoff voltage in JFET. And here pinch off voltage is 5 volt, mean cutoff voltage of JFET also 5 volt. So here the answer is B, 5 volt. Next question, find VDS for ID is equal to 4 milliamps, and VDS, that is equal to VD minus VS. So first we have to find VD and VS, and this is given as VD, and voltage drop across this resistor is given as VS. So first consider VS. VS is equal to ID into RS, and this give VS value. And ID is 4 milliamps, RS is 500. So we will get 2 volt. And this is VS. And VD, this, consider this loop, we will get VDD minus ID RL, and this will give VD value. And VDD is 12 volt and ID is 4 milliamps and RL is 1.5 K. So solving this, we will get 6 volt. So this is VD. So now VDS, that is equal to VD minus VS. VD is 6 volt, VS is 2 volt. So here the answer is 4 volt. So the answer here is A, 4 volt. So here the answer here is 4 volt. Next question, for a JFET, when VDS is increased beyond the pinch off voltage, the drain current remains constant. So beyond pinch off voltage, the drain current remains constant. So here the answer is C, remains constant. And next question, an N-channel JFET has IDSS is equal to 1 milliamps and VP is equal to minus 5 volt. Its maximum transconductance is, and maximum transconductance is GMO. The formula for finding this GMO is minus 2 IDSS divided by VP. So this is a formula for finding maximum transconductance, and we know all the value here. So IDSS is 1 milliamps and VP is minus 5 volt. So solving this, we will get 0.4 millimho. So here the answer is B, 0.4 millimho. Mo is the answer. B is the answer. If properly biased, JFET acts as, and all FETs are voltage control device. The current in FET are controlled by voltage. So JFET, it acts as a voltage control current source. So here the answer is C, voltage control current source. C is the answer. Next question, the resistance of JFET biased in ohmic region is controlled by VGS. The gate current, gate voltage in FET is controlled the current flow. So the resistance of JFET in ohmic region, the VDS is very low, and we can adjust the resistance by changing the value of this VGS. So the resistance of JFET biased in ohmic region is controlled by VGS. B is the answer. Next question, what values of RS is required for the circuit below for setting up an approximate midpoint bias, and the JFET parameters are IDSS is equal to 16 milliamps, VGS off is equal to minus 8 volt, and VDD is equal to half VDD. And here the condition here is approximate midpoint bias, that is VD is equal to half of that VDD, and at this point the ID becomes IDSS divided by 2, and VGS, that is VGS is equal to VGS of divided by 4, and this is a condition of, so this is a condition for operating in mid bias condition. So IDs become IDSS divided by 2, and VGS become VGS of divided by 4. So considering this two condition, now the ID become 16 divided by 2, that is 8 milliamps, and VGS become 8 by, VGS is minus 8, so 8 divided by 4, that is given as minus 8 divided by 2, that is given as minus 2 volt. So we will now we have the ID and VGS value, and we have to find the RS value, and RS here, and RS is equal to VGS minus ID, and VGS is nothing but VS, that is VS divided by ID, that will provide RS value, that is equal to 2 volt divided by 8 milliamps. So here the value here is 1 by 4 into 10 to the power 3 ohm, otherwise that is point, that is 0.250 into 10 to the power 3 ohm, otherwise that is 250 ohm. So RS value here is 250 ohm. So here the answer is C, 250 ohm. So we have to remember these two things. When operated in midpoint bias, the ID becomes IDSS divided by 2, VGS is equal to VGS of divided by 4. So based on that we can find the RS value here. Value is 250 ohm. C is the answer. Next question, the transconductance GM of a JFET is equal to, and GM, that is equal to GMO into 1 minus VGS divided by VP, and we know this GMM is equal to minus 2 IDSS divided by VP. So considering this, the formula for finding GM, that is minus 2 IDSS divided by VP into 1 minus VGS divided by VP. So C is the answer. Next question, find the value of VDS assuming centrally located Q point and 0 gate current. And centrally located Q point means VDD. And for centrally located Q point, VDS, that is equal to half of that VDD. And this is a condition when Q point is centrally located, means VDS is equal to half VDD. So here VDD is 12 volt. So VDS, that is equal to 12 divided by 2, that is 6 volt. So here the answer is 6 volt. So answer here is B, 6 volt. Next question, for small values of drain to source voltage, JFET behaves like a resistor. So low voltage of VDS, it acts as a resistor. So small values of drain to source voltage, that is VDS, JFET behaves like a resistor. So A is the answer. Next question, a JFET can be cut off with the help of VGS. A is the answer. So you can cut off that JFET by changing the value of VGS. So here the answer is A. Next question, for an n-channel JFET, maximum transconductance is equal to 5.8 Siemens, VP is equal to minus 3 volt, VGS is equal to minus 1 volt. Find GM. And we know the formula, GM is equal to GMO into 1 minus VGS minus VP, the with Vp, 1 VGS minus VGS divided by Vp, and here GMO value is 5.8 milli, and 1 minus VGS value is minus 1 divided by minus 3. So this become 5.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 1 minus 1 by 3. And solving this, we will get 3.87. So here the answer is 3.87 millisiemen. D is the answer. The question, a FET consists of all of the source, drain and gate. So here the answer is D, all of this. And next question, high input resistance for JFET is due to, and here the reverse gate source junctions being reverse bias. This is the answer. D is the answer. So if you are increasing reverse bias, the resistance also get increased, current decreased. So high input resistance for JFET is due to the gate source junction being reverse biased. D is the answer. Next question, a FET has a driven current of 4 milliamps. If IDS is equal to 8 milliamps and VGS off is equal to minus 6 volt, find Vp. And we know Vp, that is equal to, otherwise VGS off, that is equal to modulus of this Vp. So here this is minus 6 volt means Vp is equal to 6 volt. So here the answer is, here VGS off is equal to minus 6 volt. So Vp is 6 volt. So here the answer is C. And next question, when a reverse gate voltage of 12 volt is applied to JFET, the gate current is 1 nanoamps. Determine the resistance between gate and source. And we have to find resistance between gate and source. That is equal to voltage VGS divided by current, gate current. And here VGS is equal to 12 volt and current is equal to 1 nanoamps, that is minus 9. So we will get 12 into 10 to the power 9 ohm. Otherwise this can be written as 000 into 10 to the power 6 ohm, mega ohm, that is mega ohm. So here the answer is 12,000 mega ohm. C is the answer. For 17th question, C is the answer. Next question, when the reverse gate voltage of JFET changes from 4 to 3.9 volt, the drain current from 1.3 to 1.6 milliamps, find GM. And GM, that is equal to change of GM is equal to change in current divided by change in gate source voltage. So GM is equal to change in drain current divided by change in gate source voltage. And here del VS, that is change in gate voltage is, it's changed to 4 to 3.9. So it will give the answer 0.1 volt. And similarly, this ID changes from 1.6 to 1.3. That will give 0.3 milliamps. So here the answer is GM is equal to 0.1 divided by 0.3. So that will give, this is milliamps minus 3. So that will give 3 millimho. So here the answer is A, 3 millimho. For 18, the answer here is 3 millimho. And next question, JFET can operated in depletion mode only. Answer here is A, because FET is a majority carrier device, so it can operate only in depletion mode. So answer here is A. Next question, JFET is a square law device. So square law device, nothing but you can define any device as a square law device if the voltage, output voltage or output current, it is proportional to the square of the current or voltage. So in JFET, the current equation here is ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VP the whole square. So from this equation we can define this JFET as a square law device. So here the answer is A.